6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Teresa Ebrio. We'll take you to the Bakersfield. Hundreds of people are uniting under the banner of patriotism today. The third annual Bakersfield Unites for the Stars and Stripes is rallying support for our troops. 23's Todd Carley and Jackie Parks is standing live at the marketplace with more details. Todd and Jackie?
Thanks, Teresa. We are here at the Marketplace Live, and to give you an example of the terrific entertainment that we have down here year in and year out, on the stage again,
Chesterfield, Kings of the Soldiers of Swing. This is a very popular local group, and we have certainly shifted gears from the group we heard just a little bit ago, and that's the taste of what we've been seeing all day long. Different types of genres and music and singers, and it's just been wonderful to listen to.
you know, one thing that struck me this morning was how good the local bands are. We had a group of 4 up here that called themselves the Beagles, and they did Beatles songs and did a great job with it.
Well, I understand that organizers say that now this event has become so popular that they're actually having to turn some acts away because people want to participate, and so we really are getting the cream of the crop.
And speaking of acts, this event not possible if these acts didn't volunteer their time. Chesterfield King and every group that we've had up here will probably have 10, 15 bands before it's through. Have all volunteered their time for all 3 Bakersfield Unites. And this year, some of the bands have a very special touch involved. Mike Hart is with us. 23's Mike Hart. He talked to a member of a band earlier today, and he's here to tell us their story about why they're here today.
You know, we're all out here, of course, raising money for the families of the men and women fighting overseas. But this is a young lady who was in a different war. Her war was the Cold War, growing up in Slovenia with her father and mother. Her father in the Air Force, her mother from the European nation. This is her first time out here performing at the Bakersfield Unites for the Stars and Stripes, and it was a very special performance for this young lady, formerly of Slovenia.
This is dedicated to my father, who unfortunately is no longer with us.
My father was a serviceman. If it weren't for the service, my father would never meet my mother in Europe, and I would not be. So he was an Air Force colonel. I'm very proud of my father. He served and flew in a lot of missions, and he's my hero. Slovenia was different. I'll tell you what, I know what it's like. When the war hit in Croatia, I felt it in my own skin, even though I was half American, what it's like to stand in line for food. Having to smuggle things in like coffee from Austria, it was hard. We're in this love together. Since things have resolved in the Slavic nations, Slovenia in itself has become a Christian Democrat nation, and they're very much geared towards American democracy, and they're very much about their freedom. So when I go back now, it's heroic. It's almost wonderful to perform on stage over there. The people are very receptive, and they love us here. So it's great to see a country that was liberated that is of my own.
All right, are you liking our groove? We're a little mellower, but that's okay.
Monique De Haviland in Sound Cultivation, one of many acts that you're going to see out here, having a great time performing in their very first Bakersfield Unites, and of course, as you mentioned, Chesterfield King and the Sultans of Swing. Well, I can hear again out here at the marketplace having fun. Mental Buru still to come. It's going to be a great night, a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right, Mike, thanks. You know, we've been out here all day, but it feels like we're just getting started because the sun's starting to go down, and this is the time it cools off, although it's been nice all day, and now the crowd will really start to turn out.
And this is really when the fun starts to pick up, and it is such an emotional time if you've never come out to Bakersfield Unites. After the sun goes down and the bands heat up again, and then we have the fireworks finale and a tribute to America, it really is something to see.
Yeah, and we're, of course, out here supporting the families of troops. You can come out and make some donations. That's really what we're out here doing today, is to raise that money and support the families of our troops.
So come on out to the marketplace. We'll be here until well after dark. Bakersfield Unites for the Stars and Stripes. I'm Jackie Parks.
And I'm Todd Carley. Teresa?
Okay, looks like a lot of fun. Thanks, Todd and Jackie. We'll be right back.